Ron Ellis has a good bench. New York breds, front and center. All this coming up this week on Horses and Courses.
One back, boy.
The Off-Track Betting Communications Network presents Horses and Courses, OTB's Thoroughbred News with your host, Jack Wolfeseater. And now, with a look at this week's news in the thoroughbred industry, here's Jack.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses, another outstanding lineup of racing action from this past weekend, a Columbus Day weekend. We've got action from Keeneland, Santa Anita, Bay Meadows, our usual stops down in Florida and Virginia, out in Chicago as Hawthorne is getting underway with their meeting, and of course, this past Sunday afternoon, New York breds, front and center on New York Bred Showcase Day. So a good hour of replay action of the best races that were run around the country this past weekend. Relax, sit back, and enjoy the ride here. Let's start things off down at Calder in Miami. The Judy's Red Shoes handicap at 1 1/16 was the Saturday afternoon stake. We've got 3-year-old fillies going postward for a $50,000 guaranteed purse. Here's Phil Saltzman starting us off with the race call.
3/4 and 112 and 2, and they're at the top of the stretch. And Oh My Butterfly has moved up on the outside to get the lead by 1.5 lengths. Jolene's Finality to the inside is second. Down the middle of the track, V Formation comes on, then it's another 1.5 lengths. Dance for Thee. They're in the final 16th now. Oh My Butterfly and Eduardo Nunez lead by 2. V Formation coming after on the outside. It's Oh My Butterfly. V Formation. V Formation is up to take the Judy's Red Shoes stake.
V Formation with Beto Ramos in the irons. A half-length score here, sent off at the nice 7-1 price. Gets the win in the Judy's Red Shoes. Oh My Butterfly finishing in the second spot. Ms. Mazuma gets the show money. V Formation, a 3-year-old daughter of Proud Birdie, gets her 5th lifetime win, all down at Calder. She goes the 1 1/16 in 1:46.1. All right, from Florida, let's move up to Virginia and take a look at their action on Saturday afternoon at Colonial Downs. We've got the Chenery Stakes, a flat mile for our 2-year-olds. Nice purse here, $100,000 in guaranteed monies. Here's Dave Rodman in Virginia describing the race for us.
Getting to the top of the lane now. On the extreme outside, Fight for Milady. Personal 5 going on, and Victory Gallop out in the center. Chilito has had it. Last 1/4 mile. And Fight for Milady puts ahead in front. Victory Gallop going to offer the challenge. Now these two going to settle it. Victory Gallop, Fight for Milady. Victory Gallop's just in front of Fight for Milady. Fight for Milady trying to keep that record unblemished, but Victory Gallop is going to do it. Victory Gallop drifting, wandering over just a little bit. Victory Gallop from Fight for Milady. Victory Gallop by a half length.
Victory Gallop, a half-length score here, sent off the 9-5 favorite, a 2-year-old son of Crypto Clearance, trained by Mary Upler, gets his 3rd in a row. Mark Johnston in the saddle. Fight for My Lady was second. Personal 5 gets the show money. Victory Gallop gallops on home, the flat mile time of 1:36.4. All right, Sunday afternoon, we had our 2-year-old fillies turn to go postward in their mile run down at Colonial. The Tippett Stakes, again, $100,000, the added purse. And again, Dave Rodman's got the call for us.
They're into the stretch, and it's Mercy Me, the leader. City Dance Missy, Epistola racing along the rail. Mercy Me slowed it up a little bit. Let's see what she's got left in that final furlong and a half. Mercy Me is willing. Epistola taken right off the rail, and now Epistola's coming after Mercy Me. Mercy Me put the pressure down to the 16th hole. Epistola and City Dance Missy on the outside. Mercy Me, Mercy Me. Steve Hamilton still in the tippet stakes. Wire to wire. City Dance Missy and Epistola.
Mercy Me, Steve Hamilton in the irons gets the half-length score. And again, we have a 7-1 ticket here. City Dance Missy finishing in the second spot. Epistola gets the show money. Wire to wire for Mercy Me, her second in a row, and she's 3 out of 6 lifetime. Nice 2-year-old filly there as she goes her mile in a minute 37 seconds flat, just a tick slower than the boys did on Saturday. All right, let's go over to Philadelphia Park and take a look at their action on Saturday afternoon. The Pistol Packer Handicap, a 7-furlong sprint at the Ben Salem Oval. We've got the filly and mare state breds going postward in this one. $50,000, the added purse on the race to Ben Salem, Pennsylvania, and Keith Jones with the call of the Pistol Packer.
But Red Hot Iron comes to the top of the stretch, holding on to a 3.5-length lead. Something Precious set down for the drive, then Be Elusive Hokey Cokey and Danzig for Kisses. But Red Hot Iron strong in mid-stretch, showing no signs of letting up, striding away to a 3.5, a 4-length lead. Red Hot Iron never threatened here today. Red Hot Iron goes gate to wire.
Red Hot Iron by 4. Tony Black in the irons. Another wire job. Guadalupe Preciado tightened the girth on Red Hot Iron and sent off the even money prohibitive favorite, and does not disappoint there, getting his second win in a row. Something Precious finishing in the place spot. Then we had Be Elusive getting the show money. 7/8 in the Pistol Packer for Red Hot Iron. 123 and 3. All right, from Philadelphia to Lexington, Kentucky, the Keeneland Fall Meeting in full swing here. We've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday action. First up, Friday afternoon of last week, the Thoroughbred Club of America handicap. Fillies and mares sprinting 3/4 of a mile. The purse on the TCA, $100,000 in guaranteed monies. Is Kurt Becker in Lexington with the race call.
Moving by the quarter pole, Sky Blue Pink, a short lead. It's 3/4 of a length to Bluffing Girl, who has a half length yet on Tate, who kicks in now from the outside. The front three now on even terms coming to the 8th pole. Fressa is 4th, then Mama's Pro. Now Bluffing Girl puts her head in front. Sky Blue Pink is facing defeat if she doesn't respond quickly to Bluffing Girl. Bluffing Girl has her ahead. Sky Blue Pink now begins to respond. Then Mama's Pro. Sky Blue Pink gets it by a neck.
Sky Blue Pink, head victory. Pat Day in the irons with his usual patented late move. Sent off at 3-5 and doesn't disappoint, although Pat always leaves you wondering. But of course, we know better when he's got a ton of horse back there for the stretch run. Hey, this is this daughter of Strawberry Road is trained by Tommy A. Moss. She's now 5 lifetime starts, all wins, and she gets her first stakes win here last Friday in the Thoroughbred Club of America. As we said, a Strawberry Road filly here getting the victory. Bluffing Girl, Mama's Pro, they'll get the place and show spots in the race. 110 flat for Sky Blue Pink, winning the Thoroughbred Club of America Friday afternoon in Lexington. Saturday afternoon, the matchup between the 2-year-old fillies, the top 2 2-year-old fillies thus far in the division for 97 in the Walmack International Alcibiades Stakes. Mile and the 16th is the distance, $400,000. The added purse shows you what corporate sponsorship can do. Let's take a look. Good race here. Again, Kurt's got the call for us.
And they're off. Countess Diana broke perfectly in stride and comes forward for the lead, and now Beautiful Pleasure hustles up toward the inside, and these two are going to hook up early on and test each other all the way down into the first turn. Countess Diana, determined to get the lead, starts to move forward and gets it by a length from Beautiful Pleasure, who now gives way toward the rail. Then a gap of 3 more lengths back to Winning Move, Lilia Gold, Key Echo, and Flower Canyon will be the early trailer, settling out nearly 10 lengths from the lead. The opening quarter went in 23 seconds. Countess Diana leads it, and now she moves over toward the inside, while Beautiful Pleasure changes lanes and goes to the outside just off the leader's flank. These two have gotten away by some 9 lengths from Lilia Gold, who's third, 1.5 lengths. Key Echo is fourth, a neck, followed by Winning Move as they head for the far turn, and Flower Canyon is now the trailer after a half in 45 4/5 seconds. Moving into the turn, Countess Diana continues to lead it 3/4 of a length, and Beautiful Pleasure is still there just off her flank in second, midway on the turn. They now have 12 lengths on Lilia Gold third, followed by Winning Move, Key Echo, and Flower Canyon. Less than a 1/4 mile remaining now, 6 furlongs and 109 2, and Countess Diana moves off the far turn, opening up on the lead by some 3.5 lengths. Beautiful Pleasure is second. Now Countess Diana gets a tap of the whip. Beautiful Pleasure tries to close the gap. Moving by the 16th pole, Countess Diana gets the whip again, still leads it by 2. Beautiful Pleasure is second. Then Lilia Gold to the outside, but Countess Diana has won it by 3.
Well, we saw her at Saratoga during the meet. Pat Byrne having a wonderful season during the summer here. He told us that her next race would be the Alcibiades, and boy, she sent off at 8-5 and just runs away by 3 widening lengths. Shane Sellers, of course, in the irons. She's a Deerhound, daughter of Deerhound, who is a Mr. Prospector stallion. We've told you that before. She's now 4 out of 5 lifetime. The other, of course, was a second-place finish earlier last spring. Lilia Gold got up for second in winning the photo over Beautiful Pleasure, a Bailey's mount, who had come into this race as the undefeated and 1-2 favorite. Hey, Keeneland folks, what are you thinking of? Countess Diana shows that she is going to be a force to be dealt with out at Hollywood Park as she goes the 1 1/16 in 1:45 1, and boy, all smiles from the Pat Byrne camp on Saturday down at Keeneland. All right, Sunday afternoon, the older distaffers went postward in the Three Chimneys Spinster Stakes. 1.5 furlong for these gals. The purse on the Spinster, $500,000 in added money. Very, very important race. Let's take a look. Again, here's Dave Rodman here's Kurt Becker, I should say, with the call.
And they're off. NASCAR Colors broke sharply up on the outside. Feasibility Study and Burr now moving up toward the inside, joined there by Listening. And Feasibility Study comes forward to take the early lead at the entry into the turn. Burr moves up second around Listening. The gray, who settles down third toward the rail. NASCAR Colors settles 5 lengths off the leader and moves up 1 spot around Debit My Account, followed by Clear Mandate, who's nearly 8 lengths off the early lead, and a gap of 3 more out to 3 Fanfare, who will be the trailer. The opening quarter went in 23 seconds, and Feasibility Study leads the field down the backstretch by 3/4 of a length. Burr is a close-up second, another 1.5 lengths then to Listening, who's unhurried in third. 3.5 more lengths out to Clear Mandate, who moves up fourth around the outside of NASCAR Colors. Then Debit My Account, and 3 Fanfares is still the trailer and still running some 12 lengths off the leader after a half in 47 seconds. They got a 1/2 mile left to run, and Feasibility Study leads it, and the lead is out to 1.5 lengths now. Listening, the gray mare starts moving up into second on the outside. Debit My Account is third and 2 lengths off the lead midway on the turn toward the rail. Clear Mandate is fourth up on the outside. Then NASCAR Colors, 3 Fanfares, and Burr now drops out to trail the field. Moving by the quarter pole, Feasibility Study leads Listening with Clear Mandate trying to start something out in the center of the track, still 2 lengths off the lead. Listening on the outside, Clear Mandate center of the track, and still Feasibility Study there. NASCAR colors toward the rail is 4th, moving toward the 16th pole. Here's Clear Mandate up on the outside now to challenge Feasibility Study for the lead and for the win. Clear Mandate now gets the lead a neck, and Clear Mandate wins it by a half length.
Well, a mandate to run November 8th at Hollywood Park is what Clear Mandate has said to owner G. Watts Humphrey and trainer Rusty Arnold with this very nice, decisive half-length score with Pat Day in the irons. Nice meeting he's having, of course, down at Keeneland. Feasibility Study ran as good and hard as she could, just could not hold off Clear Mandate. And, of course, Clear Mandate, you recall, was 3rd in the Go for Juan and then won the John A. Morris here at Saratoga. Then was on So Go in the Ruffian at Belmont, finished up 2nd there, and now wins the 3 Chimneys. So they are definitely going to Hollywood Park. Feasibility Study, no shame in this defeat, as she tried very, very hard and just gets beat half length there. NASCAR Colors finishing in the show position. Clear Mandate goes her mile and a furlong Sunday in Lexington in 1:50.2. All right, let's take our first break here. When we come out the break, we've got action from Hawthorne out in Chicago. We've got our Bay Meadows results for you, the Santa Anita weekend with some Breeders' Cup prep races, and of course, back to Belmont for Showcase Day on Sunday. Much more to come. Be right back after this.
Celebrating 25 years of service, this is the OTB Television Network.
Go for Wand attacks on the outside. Here comes Go for Wand, and Colors Stella Madrid with the 16th to come, and she's going to win it, and she's going to win it, going away. Go for Wand comes bounding home to a 3-length win, and Sweet Roberta was up for 2nd. In the final furlong, it is still Meadow Star leading the way by 4, pouring it on now by 5, and leaving the others behind in the wake of her brilliance. A perfect season for Meadow Star. She wins by 4. Bone Chatter and Sardula dueling to the 16th pole. Heavenly Prize is 3rd. What a finish as they come to the line. Sardula and Bone Chatter stride for stride.
Watch and wager on the Breeders' Cup, Saturday, November 8th, at any Capital OTB location.
All right, out in Chicago, now that the Arlington meet and perhaps the track itself closed Friday of last week, and with much consternation did that oval close, and we'll see if it ever reopens again. I kind of think that it will be reopened at some point in time, and if not 1998, maybe 1999, as soon as the Illinois legislature realizes what the heck is going on here with the racing business in view of casinos and all the other alternate forms of gambling. Nonetheless, with Arlington closing, Hawthorne opened up, and they opened up with a bang here on Saturday and Sunday. First up, the Hawthorne Gold Cup Saturday afternoon for the older horses. $300,000, the guaranteed purse for this 1.25-mile race. Here's Kevin Gomer in Chicago with the call of the Hawthorne Gold Cup.
And they're off. And they all came away to a good start, and as expected, it's Bucks Boy who is going after the early lead. Region is also showing a degree of speed. Regal Discovery towards the inside. Private Song is away in 4th. And then Miwahiwa, Bebop and Baby, and Cairo Express is going to attack from the back. They pass in front of the grandstand the first time, and it's Bucks Boy who easily makes the lead and draws clear of Private Song to lead by 3. Regal Discovery settles down into 3rd. Bebop and Baby moves to the rail and moves up into 4th. And then Region is taken back in 5th. Miwahiwa is 6th, and Cairo Express trails the field. The opening 1/4 mile was clocked in 23-2, and it's Bucks Boy leading the way, has opened up 5 lengths down, and Private Song running in 2nd. There's a break in the action of 3 lengths to Regal Discovery, now running in 3rd. Bebop and Baby is 4th. Region is 5th. Cairo Express is moving up on the outside, and Miwahiwa is now the trailer. They're on to the backstretch, and the opening half mile was clocked in 47 seconds flat. And Mark Guidry trying to nurse along the speed of Bucks Boy as they lead the Gold Cup field up the backstretch, 5 to the good of Private Song. And then it is Regal Discovery who trails the lead by 8 lengths, running in third. Down at the rail, Bebop and Baby is in fourth. Cairo Express is next. He's moved up into fifth. He's past Region, and Miwahiwa is the trailer. They move to the far turn, and Bucks Boy has the lead, 3.5 furlongs out. But now Private Song is starting to get closer from second. Also gaining ground, Regal Discovery is third. Bebop and Baby's taking his chances down at the rail. He's coming on fast from fourth. And then on the outside, Cairo Express is fifth. They come to the top of the home stretch, and they still have Bucks Boy to get by to win the Gold Cup. A quarter of a mile to go. They straighten for home, and Bucks Boy has led every step unchallenged to this point. Now bracing for the oncoming challenge of Bebop and Baby. Cairo Express up the rail fast is coming on into the final furlong, and Bucks Boy is hanging on to the lead. Cairo Express not getting any closer. Bucks Boy has stolen the Gold Cup. He wins in front-running style. Cairo Express was second. It's close for third.
Bucks Boy, a native all-Chicago runner here, and he loves to go to the front and dare anybody to catch him, and they don't usually. He uses these tactics again on Saturday and strolls to a 2-length win. Mark Guidry in the irons. 2 in a row, and 5 out of his last 6 trips to the post have all been wins for Bucks Boy. All Chi-Town is Bucks Boy. Cairo Express, we saw this guy run good during the August season here and continues his good form. Closing ground to get second. Bebop and Baby finishing in the show spot. Bucks Boy gets the 1.25 miles Saturday at Hawthorne in 2 minutes, 2/5 of a second. All right, on Sunday afternoon in Chicago, the 3-year-olds went postward in the Hawthorne Derby. Hawthorne Derby, a distance of 1 mile and a furlong. It's on the grass in Chicago. $200,000 is the guaranteed purse. And again, Kevin Gomer gives us the race call.
And they're off. And River Squall broke a step slow, going for the lead, Fort Metfield. And Fort Metfield takes the early lead up on the extreme outside. Blazing Sword is jockeying for position, and in between, Dauntless Time is away in third. Honor Glides down at the rail in fourth. Dixie Home is running in fifth. And River Squall is going to attack from the back, trails the field, and the lead of Fort Metfield by 8 lengths. They go to the clubhouse turn, and that is Fort Metfield leading the way. From in between horses, Dauntless Time is racing second. Blazing Sword on the outside third. Honor Glide down at the rail is running in fourth. Dixie Home is next in fifth, and River Squall trails the field. They round the turn, and that's the longest shot in the field. Fort Metfield has opened up a 3-length lead. Now Garrett Gomez, taking advantage of an inside passage, has moved Honor Glide up into second, and now angles off the rail, and he's going after Fort Metfield. Company on the outside in Blazing Sword and Dauntless Time. River Squall has moved closer in fifth, trailing the lead by only 4 lengths, and Dixie Home is now the trailer. They've run the opening quarter in 24 seconds, the half in 48 and 4. And as they go to the far turn, Fort Metfield still there on top by a length. On the outside, that's Blazing Sword racing in second. Honor Glide is hemmed in down at the rail, running in third. River Squall is 3 off the lead, running in fourth. Dixie's Home runs in fifth. Dauntless Time trails the field. Coming to the top of the home stretch, and Randall Meyer needs to coax another quarter of a mile out of the long shot, Fort Metfield. Here comes River Squall on the outside. Honor Glide has not had a chance to do his best. He was jostled around, leaving the 3/16 pole. Dixie's Home gaining on the outside. It's River Squall who moves to the front in the Derby field. River Squall is home free. Honor Glide had a tough trip. He's going to salvage the place money just in front of Blazing Sword, but River Squall, most impressive.
Hey, here's River Squall. Pete Vestal had this guy again here during the August season. He won the Saranac and was second in the Hall of Fame. Now is out in Chicago and gets the job done in the Hawthorne Derby by 4 easy lengths. Craig Perrette, regular rider on River Squall, on board for the win and sent off at 2-1. Honor Glide, who won that Mid-America Triple out at Arlington over the summer, can do no better than second after kind of a rough trip that you heard announcer Goma describe there. And then Blazing Sword gets the photo for third. This guy is iron now that he's recovered from his injuries. He's popping up at every 3-year-old race there is left for the season. and grinding out good pieces of change in the process. But River Squall, too much on Sunday, gets the Derby win at Hawthorne in 1:48 and 4. All right, from Chicago to Northern California, Bay Meadows on Saturday afternoon at another 3-year-old race, the Bay Meadows Breeders' Cup Derby, the featured race at the San Mateo Oval. Mile and a furlong the distance. We're on the grass and a nice purse of $150,000 in added monies. Paul Allen in the announce booth at San Mateo describes the race for us.
Shellbacks cuts the corner in the Derby with a healthy lead, and Shellbacks will take some catching. Brave Acton zippers up or out after Shellbacks and Rafael Meza down to the final 150. Shellbacks leads. Meza's calling on him for everything he has. Brave Act is wearing into the lead, but it's too late, and Shellbacks stole the Bay Meadows Derby.
Shellbacks, Eduardo Inde, the former assistant, of course, to Ron McAnally, now out on his own for a little while, and has got a nice career going for himself. And he claimed this horse for, of all people, Barry Schwartz out of New York here. And they claimed the horse for $62.5. They run him back in the Bay Meadows Derby, and bingo. Very nice claim for Barry Schwartz and Eduardo Inde. Rafael Meza in the irons on Shellbacks, length and a half score. Brave Act, the favorite, the big 3-5 favorite in the race, is just has to settle for the place spot here. Zippers up, finishing in the 3rd position. Meza puts Shellbacks in front, and he goes wire to wire in a time of 1:49 seconds on the nose. Barry Schwartz, very happy about his investment out in California. Of course, his trainer here in New York, Mike Hushin, and all smiles at the Hushin bond for owner B.K. Schwartz over the weekend. All right, down to Santa Anita. Breeders' Cup preps this past Saturday and Sunday. The Goodwood for the older horses, the Ancient Title Sprint, and a big turf race on Sunday. Let's take a look at all of them for you. First up, the Goodwood Breeders' Cup handicap on Saturday afternoon at a mile and a furlong, $250,000 in added monies here for the older horses, of course. Here's Trevor giving us the call of this Breeders' Cup prep.
And away they go. Savinio breaking well from the inside gate. Score Quick in the center, and now He's a Bull in the pink colors. Score Quick going to lead them, and He's a Bull races up alongside of him. Semaran has taken back off the pace today, going to race in 3rd. Savinio down at the rail is giving them 7-length start, and Benchmark is the trailer. They head to the 7/8 pole, and it's Score Quick striding away out here. Score Quick a length and a half in front of He's a Bull. Then there's a gap of 4 back to Semaran racing in 3rd. Savinio is down at the rail, now giving that leader 6-length start, and Benchmark content to trail is last a length. They move on to the backstretch, and Score Quick is trying to slow the pace down up here. He's not flying now. He's a Bull a length and a half back 2nd. Semaran 3rd, and Savinio is getting up closer now as they slow down. Savinio's only 3.5 off the leader, and then it's another length and a half back to Benchmark trailing. They run past the half-mile pole in today's Goodwood, and Score Quick couldn't have it any easier out here. He's a Bull just tracking him a length in 2nd. Savinio now striding up smartly down at the rail, still on a tight hole down here is Savinio, only 2.5 off them. On his outside, Semaran having to be sent along, and Benchmark is languishing. Benchmark is 8 off the lead. They approaching the quarter pole. Score Quick down at the rail, and He's a Bull. Now Savinio is taken off the rail and going to come with his run, and Benchmark is now winding up. And here comes Benchmark now in the white cap down at the rail, running on strongly. At the top of the lane in the Goodwood, and it's He's a Bull in the pink, but Benchmark is in. Hailing horses coming between them. Eddie Dalla Hussein draws the stick, a little backhander, and Benchmark comes flying down the center of the track. He's a Bull. Score Quick, but Benchmark is just too good, and Benchmark and Eddie Dalla Hussein win the Goodwood from Score.
Ron Ellis goes to the bench and sends out Benchmark for his 2nd win in the row. Won the Del Mar Breeders' Cup Classic earlier on this summer. Sent off at even money and gets the nice 2-length score. Eddie D in the irons aboard Benchmark. And Mr. and Mrs. Martin Weigott, of course, at Exotic Wood went earlier on last week, so their stable really picking up steam now. and it looks like they're heading straight to Hollywood Park for the Breeders' Cup with Benchmark. Score Quick finishing in the place position. He's a Bull, gets the show money. Benchmark, as Trevor said, too classy for these, goes the mile and a furlong in 1:47 and 3. All right, later on Saturday afternoon at Santa Anita, the Sprinters with their Breeders' Cup Sprint Prep in the ancient title Breeders' Cup Handicap. 6 furlongs, of course, the distance here, $150,000, the added purse on the race. And again, Trevor has the call.
Homeward Bound and Swiss Yodeler, Rotsalak, Larry the Legend, and Elmhurst coming home. Gamely, Lakota Brave, not quite doing enough. Homeward Bound, Swiss Yodeler, Elmhurst. Swiss Yodeler, Elmhurst flying. Elmhurst coming fast on the outside. Here's the wire. Elmhurst.
Hey, Elmhurst gets the victory here, and boy, was he glad to get out of Del Mar. He was 0 for the Del Mar meeting, but yet at Santa Anita Lifetime, this guy has 5 wins out of 8 starts, a horse for a course. Corey Nakatani in the irons for trainer Janine Sahadi, as this guy gets his 7th career win by a head. Had to work very hard to get it because Swiss Yodeler was running perhaps as good as he could possibly run and just misses there in a hard-fought battle. And look who finished 3rd. Yet another comeback for Larry the Legend. That's right, folks. This same old gelding that won the Santa Anita Derby, 2 years ago now? He's back from yet another round of injuries. And trainer Lewis said he's just as good as ever. 6 furlongs, not his best distance. Was in need of the race. We'll probably see him perhaps on Cal Cup Day in his next start. Good to see this guy back and healthy and trying every step of the way, and gets a nice piece of it here, finishing in the 3rd spot. Elmhurst, will Janine Sahadi send this guy to the Breeders' Cup Sprint? Remember, she won it last year with the big El Gran Senor, Lead de Justice. Now she's got Elmhurst perhaps ready to roll. He goes to 6 furlongs in 1:08 and 4. All right, Sunday afternoon, the big turf race, the Oak Tree Turf Championship in 1.25 miles. The purse, $300,000 in guaranteed money, and everybody looking at the battle between Sandpit and Marlin. They've been going at each other all season long, and of course Rainbow Dancer, no slouch either, as he doesn't miss too many of these marathon turf races. Let's take a look. Trevor Denman's got the very adventurous call of Sunday's Oak Tree Turf Championship.
Field for the Oak Tree Turf Championship sent on their way. Rainbow Dancer lost 1.5 lengths. Expelled as quickest into stride. Marlin Racing 2nd, Sandtrap in 3rd, then back to Lord Jane, and Rainbow Dancer as last. Into the stretch first time round, and Expelled out here leading them by 1.5 lengths, going a decent pace for the distance. Marlin is tracking him in 2nd. Centre of the track comes Sandpit in the white colours, and then there's a gap of 4 lengths back to Lord Jane, and Rainbow Dancer's the trailer, a good 11 off the leaders. Coming past the stands first time round, and it's Expelled. Nice and relaxed out here, just taking his way along 1.5 lengths in front of Marlin. Now Marlin decides he's going a little too slow and is going to come to put some pressure on Expelled. And Sandpit on the outside. These 3 in very tight as Expelled went a little wide into the turn and forced Marlin to drop back. He's now 3 lengths off them in 3rd. Then there's a gap of 5 lengths back to Lord Jane, and Rainbow Dancer now been asked to pick it up from the back. He's a good 15 off these leaders. They swing onto the back stretch, and Expelled is in front by 1/2 length. Sandpit right up alongside of him. A gap of 3 lengths back to Marlin Racing in 3rd. Lord Jane in the red cap 4th is 6 lengths off the leaders, and then there's a gap of 7 back to Rainbow Dancer. A 1/2 mile to go in the Oak Tree Turf Championship, and it's still Expelled down at the rail. Up alongside is Sandpit, 2 lengths back to Marlin in 3rd, then Lord Jane, and still a gap of 6 back to Rainbow Dancer. They come to the top of the lane, and Sandpit now takes the lead and kicks on for home. Marlin unwinding his run on the outside. Lord Jane is right there, and Rainbow Dancer coming with a late run on the outside too. Homeward Bound, it's wide open. Sandpit with a white face. Marlin on the outside. Lord Jane at the rail, and Rainbow Dancer's absolutely flying. Rainbow Dancer on the outside. Marlin on the inside. Sandpit drops out of it. It's Rainbow Dancer hitting the front, and it's going to be Rainbow Dancer
Well, Rainbow Dancer with Alex Solis in the irons gets the length victory here in a race marred with some rough going here. Rainbow Dancer gets his second in a row, third out of his last four. Won the Del Mar handicap last time out, and thus a force to be dealt with in the upcoming Breeders' Cup race. Marlin, who finished second, was disqualified from second to fourth position. The stewards took a good long time in looking at different views, the head-on and the rear shot of the stretch run before disqualifying Marlin from second to fourth. Thus, Lord Jane from Baffert's barn gets moved into the place spot, and Sandpit from Mandela's barn gets elevated to the show position. Now, the problem is that Marlin, according to jockey Gary Stevens, when he collided with Expelled early on in the race, appeared to have injured his right front suspensory and yet ran on the rest of the race in obvious discomfort and or pain, thus the reason that he was getting in so badly in the stretch. Never was able to jog back and was vanned off. Upon examination, Dwayne Lucas said that the horse looked like he has injured his right front suspensory, and this could be a career-ending injury to Marlin. So a very unfortunate circumstance there. But Rainbow Dancer, he'll take the win as he moves on now to the Breeders' Cup turf as he goes the 1.25 miles in 2:01 and 4. All right, from Santa Anita, let's go to Belmont Park and go to Saturday's stake race before we get the showcase day on Sunday. Very nice sprint on Saturday. The Gallant Bloom handicap. Fillies and mares, $75,000. The added purse, 6 1/2 furlongs. John Embrial in the announce booth at Belmont describes the race.
The half mile in 45 and 1. Dixie Flag has the lead. Top Secret is on the outside, running in second. Silent City is third. Dixie Flag trying to hold on. Top Secret on the outside. Silent City is also going well. They're at the 16th pole now. In between horses, Top Secret. Dixie Flag tough on the inside. Silent City and Aldiza with a late move. Aldiza on the far outside. Top Secret is there. It's a photo finish.
Top Secret, John Velasquez in the iron, scores the head victory at 7-2 odds, trained by Rusty Arnold. This gal won the 60 sales out in Chicago and tried the Hempstead last time at a route of ground. No good there. Now comes back sprinting at her much preferred distances and gets the victory. Aldiza finishing in the second spot for Shug, and then Dixie Flag gets the show money. Top Secret, 6 1/2 furlongs, 1 minute, 16 seconds flat. All right, let's take our second break right here. When we come out the break, we've got all the action from Showcase Day down at Belmont Park. New York breds front and center, putting on their best performances. And then we've got a race from Columbus Day for you as well. More Belmont action coming up. Be right back after this.
Capital District Off-Track Betting has been bringing you service for 25 years.
Catch the official Breeders' Cup simulcast live from Hollywood Park Saturday, November 8th. Watch, wager, and be part of the Breeders' Cup excitement when the best thoroughbreds from around the world compete in 7 championship races. Saturday, November 8th, the official Breeders' Cup simulcast. It's your winning ticket to racing's biggest day.
Watch and wager on the Breeders' Cup, Saturday, November 8th at any Capital OTB location.
All right, Sunday afternoon this year down at Belmont, we had our 1997 edition of New York Bred Breeders' Showcase Day, a spectacular display of New York bred, state-bred talent here in the Empire State. We've got several races for you. Total purses of $1 million. We'll start off with the third race on the card, which was the Maid of the Mistfrau state-bred fillies. They're going a flat mile for $100,000 in guaranteed monies. Is announcer John Embrial with the call of the Maid of the Mist.
They turn for home, and Lavish Numbers opens up here. It's Lavish Numbers by 4 lengths. Best Friend Stroh is in second. A big gap back to Soft Senorita and Pangiata. They're headed for the 16th pole, and Lavish Numbers has the lead by 3.5. Best Friend Stroh is a clear second. It will be Lavish Numbers to win by 2.5.
Sent off at 9-5. Lavish Numbers, a daughter of Polish Numbers, gets a 2-length score. Georgie Chavez in the irons. This gal broke her maiden down at Monmouth in August, and boy, does she look good going a mile here. Let's keep an eye on Lavish Numbers. 2 career starts and 2 wins. Best Friend Stroh, a maiden here, and gets a nice first piece of change and some black type here, and remains a maiden. That's a way to do it. Soft Senorita in the show spot. Lavish Numbers mile in a time of 1:37 seconds flat. The Sleepy Hollow, the 4th race on Sunday's card, was for our state-bred 2-year-old colts. Again, the mile distance, and again, the $100,000 guaranteed purse. And again, here's John.
The half mile in 46-1, midway around the far turn. Mellow Roll and Long Distance Lad heads apart with Mellow Roll on the outside, now getting the lead. Long Distance Lad is back into second, 2.5 lengths to Lyrius. Gaining ground is Iron Cup between horses. On the outside is Ruby Hill and Red Strawberry. They're in the stretch, and Mellow Roll is opening up here. Mellow Roll is in front, 3/4 in 1:11-1. Mellow Roll by 5 lengths now. Ruby Hill on the outside. Iron Cup, their heads apart, second and third, coming for the 16th pole. It's Mellow Roll by 6 lengths. Ruby Hill moves to second. Mellow Roll will win it. Ruby Hill got second. Iron Cup was third.
Well, Mellow Roll, our distinctive pro 2-year-old, gets a little bit of revenge here over Ruby Hill, who knocked this one off in the Bonguard Stakes last time. So they're tied. Let's see what the rubber match will be, probably in the Stallion Series, to prove which one is the better 2-year-old colt. Frankie Lovato on Mellow Roll for Todd Pletcher. Ruby Hill finishing second, says, "I'll get you next time." Iron Cop finishing in the 3rd spot. Notice the time, a 1/5 slower than that filly. Lavish Numbers went just a half an hour earlier. Mellow Roll's time for the mile, 1:37.1. All right, next up, we've got our sprinting gals in the Iroquois handicap. 7/8 of a mile the distance, 125 thou the guaranteed purse. John calls them to the wire.
And they're off. 3-pack shows first, goes right out for the lead. Bombshell on the outside. Coming through now is Nikki Jean. Then it's Popo Opu. 3-pack, Nikki Jean heads apart for the lead. Popo Opu is running in third. Bombshell on the outside in fourth. Thunder Achiever moves to fifth. On the inside is Your Gorgeous in sixth. Brandy Rose is seventh. Then it's Forested, along with Berkshire Shopper. Gap of 3 to Minkable, followed by Our Northern Belle, and Doers Rocks is 12th. The first quarter in 22 and 1/5 seconds. It is Nikki Jean, and on the outside it's 3-pack. Those two are heads apart for the lead. A gap of 2 to Popo Opu running in third. Your Gorgeous on the inside in fourth. Thunder Achiever is fifth. Forested is gaining some ground on the outside. Brandy Rose also moving up. Then it is Bombshell. The half mile in 45-2 as they come for the quarter pole. Nikki Jean, short lead. Alongside is 3-pack. Popo Opu gains ground. Forested is also moving up. They're coming for the 8th pole. Nikki Jean still with the short lead. Down on the inside, Your Gorgeous trying to come on through. Popo Opu on the outside is Forested. Doers Rocks with nowhere to go. Your Gorgeous has the lead now. Forested, here comes Doers Rocks. Your Gorgeous, Doers Rocks, it's going to be tight. Look like Your Gorgeous held on.
Your Gorgeous, Jose Santos in the irons, hangs on for a head victory. George Steinbrenner's Kinsman stud, Carl Domino, trained third in the Schenectady out of a rough trip. Now comes on in the 7-furlong Iroquois and gets it, but boy, was Doers Rocks flying. The trainer Jim Bond, once she got free and just ran out of ground there and grudgingly settles for the place spot. Popo Opu finishing in the show position. Your Gorgeous, the wire came up in time for Santos, Domino, and Steinbrenner as she goes the 7 panels in 1:23.3. All right, the Colt sprinting in the Hudson handicap, the next showcase race. 6 furlongs the distance. The purse on the Hudson, $125 in guaranteed monies. And again, Mr. Imbrial calls him home.
And they're off. Cormer Ray comes out on the lead. Wire Me Collect running in second. Bobby's Code on the outside in third. Then it's Stalwart Member, Terrorist, Double Screen, Spectacular Max, and on the inside is Matthew W. Bobby's Code now takes the lead. Cormer Ray is running in second. Stalwart Member, the favorite, advances to third. Wire Me Collect on the inside is fourth. A length to Spectacular Max in fifth. Double Screen is in between horses. Then Matthew W. and Terrorist now trails. The first quarter in 22 seconds. Bobby's Code, short lead. Stalwart Member up on the outside to challenge. Wire Me Collect is right behind Stalwart Member. Cormer Ray down on the inside, runs in fourth. Then Double Screen and Spectacular Max. They're at the head of the stretch. Bobby's Code under the whip now is Stalwart Member, takes the lead. Wire Me Collect on the outside. It's Wire Me Collect and Stalwart Member in the stretch. Wire Me Collect has the lead. Stalwart Member back into second. Then Double Screen and Spectacular Max. A 1/16 of a mile to the finish. Wire Me Collect. Drawing clear. Wire Me Collect wins by 4.5. Stalwart Member second. Double Screen was third.
Well, if you've been following this program right along, we've had Wire Me Collect on here several times, and we keep reminding you that this guy is a New York bred, except he has never run in New York before. We've seen him at Colonial, at Monmouth, at Philadelphia, at Delaware, at Pimlico, at Keeneland. So finally, trainer Bob Kamek says, well, what the heck? Let's go to New York and take on some of his contemporaries in the Hudson handicap. He's a sprinter anyway. Mig gets the mount, and bingo, a 4.5 length score to win the Hudson handicap. Stalwart Member, who we saw win last time out, has to settle for second. Double Screen gets the third money. Wire Me Collect, returning to the state of his birth, gets the money in 1:08.3. I wonder if they'll come back again with this guy. All right, now we go to the grass races. First up, the Ticonderoga. This is the filly and mare's shot to go on the lawn. The distance is 1 mile and a furlong. We're up to 150,000 in guaranteed monies. Again, John Imbrial describes the action for us.
And they're off. Going for the lead is Me Sook. Irish Daisy is there. Office Miss coming on through. Junior Petunia down on the hedge. Then it's Ellicat's Burglar, followed by Sunday at 1 as they move around the clubhouse turn. Me Sook is in front by a length. Irish Daisy is second. Then the gray, Office Miss in third. Ellicat's Burglar races fourth. Sunday at 1 is a close-up fifth. Down on the inside is Junior Petunia. Then Davenier on the outside. Union's Compliance gains some ground. Then it's Sweetsy, followed next by Tiffany's Taylor. At the back of the pack are Dinner Diamond and Rockford Peach. The first quarter in 25-2. They're moving down the backstretch. Irish Daisy has taken over the lead, and she's in front now by 1.5 lengths. Misuk is back in second. Ellicat's Burglar is third on the outside. Union's Compliance is fourth. Office Miss on the hedge in fifth, about 4 lengths from the lead. Then comes Sunday at 1 and Sweetsy. Davenier is in between horses. Towards the inside is Tiffany's Taylor. And then comes Rockford Peach, followed by Junior Petunia and Dinner Diamond. They're moving around the far turn. It's Irish Daisy continuing to lead by 3/4 of a length. Union's Compliance is racing in second. Then it's Ellicat's Burglar. Sunday at 1 on the outside. Office Miss. Tiffany's Taylor has gained ground and moved into contention as they come into the stretch, but Irish Daisy has drawn clear here. It's Irish Daisy now by 4 lengths. Ellicat's Burglar, Union's Compliance, Sunday at 1 and Office Miss, along with Tiffany's Taylor, but they are all chasing Irish Daisy, who is home free here. Irish Daisy and Richard Migliori, an impressive score here, tight for second. Ellicat's Burglar Sunday at 1, and Tiffany's Taylor.
Irish Daisy by 5. Richie Mig getting his second showcase win for trainer Leo O'Brien and owner Austin Delaney. This gal was second in the Yadu, beaten just an inch by Junior Petunia. Comes on now and wins the Ticonderoga. Elocat's Burglar is up for second. Sunday at 1 gets the show money. Irish Daisy goes the mile and a furlong in 1:48.3. And the state-bred colts turn on the grass in the Mohawk handicap. Again, mile and a furlong. The distance, the purse, 150,000 guaranteed monies. Again, John's got the call.
And they're off. Bellingham and Ben Laffin, Rocky Reality. Amma ready to run, and there goes Majid, and Majid gets the lead. Names is moving up on the outside. Amma ready to run in between. On the inside is Bellingham. They straighten away now and move down the backstretch. It's those three, Majid, Amma ready to run, and Bellingham, all heads apart for the lead. Names right behind in fourth. Then a gap of 4 to Red Flag in fifth. Rocky Reality is sixth. On the outside is Four Star Brother in seventh. Draw Shot is eighth. Ben Laffin now ninth. And Identity trails. They continue down the backstretch with Bellingham getting a short lead over Amma ready to run. A length and a half to Names moving into third. Majid is dropped back to fourth. Then it's a length to Ben Laffin and Rocky Reality. Four Star Brother on the outside. Draw Shot is eighth, about 8 lengths from the lead. Then Identity and Red Flag. They're moving around the far turn. Bellingham, a short lead over Amma ready to run. Names is on the outside in third. Then it's Rocky Reality. Draw Shot has gained ground. On the outside is Four Star Brother. Then Identity and Ben Laffin as they come for the head of the stretch. It's still Bellingham clinging to a short lead. Amma ready to run right alongside. It's Amma ready to run and Bellingham. Here comes Draw Shot now splitting horses. On the outside is Names. Then Rocky Reality and Four Star Brother. Draw Shot has taken over the lead. Draw Shot is in front. Then it's Amma ready to run and Bellingham. Inside the 16th pole. Draw Shot draws clear here now by 2.5. It will be Draw Shot to win. Amma ready to run held second. Bellingham was third.
Angel Pena Jr. sends out Draw Shot, the 6-5 favorite. Bailey gets the call, and boy, they don't disappoint as they win the Mohawk. This guy had won the poker earlier on in the turf season down in New York. Then against State Breds, was second in the Ashley T. Cole, was third in the West Point here at during the Saratoga season. Now comes back and wins the Mohawk. Emma ready to run, finishing in the second position. Bellingham gets the show money. Draw Shot going his mile and a furlong in 1:48 flat. And finally on Sunday afternoon, the Empire State Classic. Mile and a furlong the distance, $250,000 in guaranteed monies. John Imbrial has the call of the Empire State Classic.
And they're off. Not So Fast and Victory Speech out for the lead. Mr. Grouch came away in third. Popple's Gold on the extreme outside. And then it's Patsy Prospect, Instant Friendship in between horses. They leave the chute now and move on to the main track. And it's Not So Fast and Victory Speech heads apart for the lead. Popple's Gold on the outside. Mr. Grouch is on the inside, and Mr. Grouch has gone up to challenge for the lead. Mr. Grouch and Victory Speech now heads apart. Not So Fast. Cartech is coming on through. It's Mr. Grouch, Cartech, and Victory Speech. Patsy Prospect runs in fourth. Not So Fast in fifth. Moonlight Dancer on the inside in sixth. Say Florida Sandy is next. Then comes Instant Friendship, Bahama Boy, and Popple's Gold. The opening quarter in 23-4. They're moving for the far turn. It's Mr. Grouch and Cartech, and Mr. Grouch once again claims the lead. The half mile in a strong 46-3. It's Mr. Grouch in front. Cartech is second. Victory Speech now running in third. Patsy Prospect is fourth. On the outside is Save Florida Sandy in fifth. Then comes Instant Friendship, Moonlight Dancer, and Popple's Gold. Bahama Boy is ninth, and Not So Fast has dropped back. 3 quarters in 1:10-2 as they come for the quarter pole. Mr. Grouch, short lead. Victory Speech on the outside. Kartek is in between horses. Then comes Instant Friendship. Patsy Prospect had to check there. Mr. Grouch is still in front, but Instant Friendship brings up the challenge now on the outside. Instant Friendship to the lead. Mr. Grouch back running in second. Then it's Moonlight Dancer. They're coming for the line, and Instant Friendship will win the Empire Classic. Mr. Grouch second. Moonlight Dancer was third.
Here's Leo winning his second showcase win on Sunday. Instant Friendship, who has never seen a race he doesn't like, was third in the Evans Shipman, second in the West Point, third in the Saratoga Breeders' Cup. Now comes down to Belmont and wins the Empire Classic over Mr. Grouch, another one who is a frequent traveler, having visited such points of call as Thistle Downs, Finger Lake, Saratoga, and twice down to Louisiana Downs. Mr. Grouch with Chavez. I don't know if that's the way Jim Bond wanted this horse to run, being on or near the lead every step of the way. This 3-year-old tried as hard as he could, but just could not hold off Instant Friendship after expending quite a bit of energy earlier on, being at or near the front end. Moonlight Dancer gets the third spot. Instant Friendship goes the mile and a furlong in a minute 48 seconds flat to win the Classic. And right after the race, trainer Leo says you'll probably see him right back again Saturday against Skipaway in the $1 Million Jockey Club Gold Cup. I don't know if Leo already got to the Guinness in that short a period of time, but holy smokes, Leo. Enjoy this win first. We'll see what happens this Saturday if Instant Friendship is right back in the entries. Nonetheless, he gets the Empire Classic score here by 2 3/4 lengths, and congratulations. All right, a great day of state-bred thoroughbreds sport on Sunday down in New York. One more to go on Monday, Columbus Day, the holiday. We had the Athenia handicap for our fillies and mares. They're on the grass at a mile and a furlong, $100,000 in added purse money. Tom Durkin, back from Kentucky, has the call of the race.
And the field is turning for home. Rapid Selection kicking in on the outside. Dynasty is something left. Acena's between them. Those three flashing past the 8 pole together with Preacher's Nightmare fourth. And Rapid Selection storms to the front. It's Rapid Selection the leader. Dynasty second. Acena not today. Preacher's Nightmare moves to third as Rapid Selection leads them all to the line to win by 2. Rapid Selection the winner, taken in hand in the late stages. Dynasty and Preacher's Nightmare.
Linda Rice, training for Dad Clyde, wins the Athenia Monday a length and a quarter and sent off at the very nice price of 11 to 1. Cha-ching! $24.80. Was second last time in an allowance race after stumbling out the gate in the Noble Damsel and unseating Joe Bravo. Time before that, everything goes according to Hoyle on Monday, and the horse scores the victory in the Athena. Dynasty was second. Preacher's Nightmare got the show money. Rapid Selection and Bravo go the mile and a furlong in a minute 47 seconds flat. All righty, it takes care of all of the replay action through Monday holiday of this week. Now let's get into our notes department. This weekend, of course, is the big Breeders' Cup preview weekend down at Belmont Park, and also can be considered a Breeders' Cup preview weekend out at Santa Anita as well. Let's go over some of the races that we're going to be having for you on the program next week with very important significance to our November 8th Breeders' Cup Day. First off, down in New York, we've got the Kelso at a mile on the grass, the Moet Champagne, of course, for our 2-year-olds. Look for Polish Brass from Pat Burns' barn in that one. The Turf Classic, Flag Down, ready to give it another whirl. The Forest Hills Handicap, the Jamaica Handicap, Devin Wood out of Jim Bond's barn, going to try that one, and Cambridge Bay. Frizette, the Frizette for the 2-year-old fillies, the Beldam for our fillies and mares, and the $1 million Jockey Club Gold Cup with Skipaway and new rider Jerry Bailey trying to finally eke out a win. Formal Gold will not start, according to trainer Bill Perry. He'll be prepared specifically for the Breeders' Cup Classic and will pass another renewal of the competitive rivalry he has with Skip Boy. Out in California, 2-year-old fillies in their final prep in the Oak Leaf Stakes. We've got the Oak Tree Mile on the grass for turf milers. We've got the Norfolk Stakes for the 2-year-old colts and geldings. And we've got the Lady Secret Breeders' Cup Handicap for the fillies and mares. Looking at the Keeneland action, we've got the Fayette Stakes, the Breeders' Futurity for the 2-year-olds, and the Phoenix Breeders' Cup Stakes for sprinters. And up in Canada, our out-of-state special this week is the Canadian International Handicap, 1.5 miles worth $1 million. We've got a 4:35 post, and we've got all the wagering formats covered for you. You can see the race at all of our simulcast facilities or hear it on VKZ 1240 on the dial, and of course we'll have the call here on the network. And if you've got a satellite dish, you can pick up the CBC televising of the race out of Canada between 4 and 5 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. That's their big Breeders' Cup preview week. So very important weekend coming up. You would have to say the last major weekend of prep races before the November 8th Breeders' Cup Day out at Hollywood Park. Make it a point to catch all the great racing action. All right, I do believe that puts a cap on things for this week. So, as always, stay tuned right here to your OTB TV radio network station, where you get the most complete coverage in thoroughbred racing. Till next week, Jack Wolfseter here. So long, everybody. We'll see you at Belmont Park.